You're watching NewsX. My name is Vineet Malhotra. The rollout of the CAA has commenced with the 14 refugees receiving certificates for Indian citizenship. With this, India is fulfilling its goal to fast-track granting citizenship to persecuted minorities from Pakistan, Bangladesh and Afghanistan. Over the last month and a half, ever since the CAA rules were notified, opposition leaders have been claiming that this law would result in the erosion of India or the order in India. Leaders such as Arvind Kejriwal and Mamata Banerjee have alleged that crime would increase and detention camps would be set up. But despite attempts to paint this law in a negative light and stoke tensions, what we see today is a peaceful integration of people who have faced atrocities being embraced by India. Meanwhile, just last week, the Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister has released a working paper that sheds light on trends regarding the share of religious population across the world. There has been a boom in the Muslim population in India and its neighboring countries as well. Well, taking this into account and into context, would like to emphasize that no Muslim in India has lost citizenship due to the CAA. And thus, we are going to ask the big question, who tried to scare away the Muslims? And why this fear-mongering without any reasons? We'll talk about this with our guests. Mr. Athar Zia, Impar media panelist, joins us on the program. Tahira Hassan, she's an activist, also with us on the program. Major Muhammad Ali Shah, defense expert and a regular on NewsX, also with us on the program. And last but by no means the least, Advocate Shamsharish Rain, Supreme Court lawyer, also joins us on the program. Thank you everyone for being a part of this important conversation. Tahira ji, I'll begin with you. In fact, I mentioned, just a while back in my show that around 5,000 refugees from Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh were granted citizenship in the last 6 years. And the one thing about all these refugees was that they were all Muslims. They wanted to come out and live out of these countries, and that's why they moved to India. It had nothing to do with the CAA. The CAA is a different, very peculiar and curated law that only dwells on the welfare of the persecuted minorities in Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan. But still, political parties are using this particular facet as a tool to scare away the Muslim population and perhaps even galvanize them into voting for them by peddling this misinformation.
If you give the citizenship, our country gave the citizenship, we are proud of our country because this is it was decided, the people, Gandhiji had decided, the people who are oppressed and facing atrocities, India must welcome them, whether they're in Pakistan or Afghanistan or in Sri Lanka or Myanmar, wherever they are. They must be given shelter. Hindus, they are saying, why not Sri Lanka's Hindus? They should also give it a shelter. They should also be given a citizenship. They should also be welcomed. And I'm saying the Shias who are also facing lots of atrocities in Pakistan, they should also be welcome. Why on the religion? Earlier, this time you cleared it's not on the basis of the religion. Even the Muslims, if they are facing atrocities, they will also get the citizenship. This should be welcomed. I welcome you on this TV channel. But if the people are spreading this type of rumors or scaring a big chunk of the Muslims, why our leadership who's in power is not coming and be vocal? No, this is wrong. We are not going to snatch the citizenship of any Muslim who are the citizen of this country. Any Christian, any Hindu, anybody who is the citizen of this country will not be asked to show the paper. We need our poor people who live in the slum areas and in the jhoppadapattis. In every flood, they lose their belongings and their papers. How can you ask them to show the paper to prove their citizenship? So I think don't give the chance to person like Owaisi and others to spread this type of rumor. You must come out. The people who are responsible post must come out and condemn it and say, no, these people are spreading rumor. This will not be done. with the citizen of this country. They're very much part of this country. And this is what our constitution says, that they have every right on the fundamentals, rights like health and education and the food and shelter, everything. So I think it's a duty and it's a responsibility of the leadership who is in the power also to come out and say vocally. Otherwise, when these type of Owaisi type of people will spread the rumor, who's going to stop them? Who is going to stop them is a question. The leadership must come, and they can only stop it. They must come out and say, give the statement. No, they are just carrying it. Take the action against these people who are scaring our mass, who are just spreading the rumor. Why no action has been taken? People are living in fear. So something must be done against it.
All right. Athar, how do you look at this? Is there fear amongst people? Is that fear a result of multiple misinterpretations by political agendas?
Vineet, actually, I will tell you that even a kid knows that this law is not for taking anybody's citizenship on the basis of religion. This law is to give citizenship to the persecuted from Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh. Simple. But what is the problem is the discrimination in giving. Now I will give you an example. In Assam, basically CA is Assam specific, what I believe. Otherwise, you will find not 100,000 people will get the citizenship because of CA. You will not find. And there is no problem in giving the citizenship to the persecuted. In fact, they should be financially also supported. They should be supported to rehabilitate also. So, my brothers, and as a human being, everybody should welcome the persecuted who will get the citizenship because of CA. But the problem, as I said, that if they would have included. Now I will give you an example of Assam. Citizenship registers and everything was done there, and 19 lakhs people were found that they have come to Assam after 1971. In 1971, because of the independence of Bangladesh, Urdu-speaking people, whether Muslim or non-Muslim, both were persecuted, both were killed in large numbers, maybe 1 million, 2 millions, and still 50 lakhs people are there in Bangladesh border, whom neither Pakistan nor Bangladesh wants to take. So that time, because of poverty and because of that retaliation of Bangladeshis against these Urdu-speaking and Punjabi-speaking people, lot of people came to Assam, and because of the poverty also. So both Muslim and Hindu came. Now what happened, that out of the 19 lakh IRCC, 15 lakhs or 14 lakhs are Hindus and 5 lakhs are Muslims. Now because of the CAA, 15 lakhs people, they will get the citizenship, while the 4-5 lakhs Muslims, just because of the religion, though their 3 generations or 4 generations are there, they are serving in the government sector, they are served as like in BSF and army and other paramilitary forces and government servants, they are being deprived and their children are being deprived of the citizenship and they are in the detention. So that is the problem basically. The problem is not with the CA or with giving the citizenship to the persecuted, but the problem is that if we would have included Shias and Muslim, because hardly anybody is here, no Muslim will come from Pakistan or Afghanistan or any other places. Only this is Bangladesh specific, because 1971 and after 1971 war, both Hindus and Muslims, they came in to India. That too 50 years back, 55, 60 years back. So now the problem is that Otherwise, in Muslims, there is no fear of CAA. I mean, everybody knows that it is not to take away the citizenship of anybody. It is to give the citizenship. So that thing has to be streamlined, and there was no harm. That is my point of view.
All right. Shamshavish, when I opened the show, I did mention that, there is no bar on refugees of any religion from entering India. But the CAA is a special provision which needs to be understood, and it has a history. There were, in fact, agreements made in 1950 between Jawaharlal Nehru and Liaquat Khan of Pakistan, which acknowledged the fact that minorities, needed to have separate laws, they needed to have separate passageways, to be honored in case they get persecuted, and that was a condition both the countries agreed upon. It's a different matter that Pakistan never honored that, but India is, and it's just calling it CAA.
Yeah, so as my earlier speakers have spoken about, that in CAA, they have specifically mentioned that the persecuted people belonging from Hindu, Jain, Punjabi, Sikh, Christian, and not Muslims can come and get their citizenship here in India. So what this entire fear that is being created around it is that I have been living here in India from past more than 50, 60 years. As the first speaker said, that flood comes or something or the other comes, I am from a very poor family, I am a farmer, and I don't have a way how to keep my documents safely. So they don't have documents. So when you don't have documents, you don't have things to prove that where I was born, from where did I come in. Because of my language and because of my religion, you will get to know that I am from where. If I am a Bengali, you will ask me what's your name and all, and then you will get to not say tum to wahan se aaye ho, tum to Bangladesh se aaye ho, or else you have come from the Pakistan border or something like that. That is what is creating a fear that if my grandfather in 1950 he came here, and according to that treaty that was signed, my entire family does not have any documents. There were floods, there were other things, and all my documents got lost. So because my grandfather came here, my father was born here, I was born here, and from past many years and since according to law, if you are born on the land, then you become a citizen of that country. But then because my grandfather, you will call him that he was illegally came into India, and you won't give him a citizenship, then you will deny me and my father. So that is the thing where everyone is scared that only because you have said that Muslims will not be added. It is there, and that is the only problem that has actually created. If you say that no, it is for everyone, if you have documents, if you don't, then since how many years you have been working here and all of that, you have to show all of that. So everyone could try that, but the moment you have said that Muslims will not be included, that is the exception. That is where the entire problem has actually come up. So if you keep on saying that the opposite party or the ruling party is saying this, no, it's everyone are talking according to their own interpretation of the law. So if at all the media channels want to make sure that there is no panic and everyone get to know that what is actually CAA, for that we need to have a complete 1 hour series in a Hindi and a English language, so that you could tell them that what is CAA, who all can come here. If you are staying here in India for past like according to laws, if you need a citizenship in India, you have to stay non-stop. I mean, without going outside India for at least 11 years. So if you have done that and you have documents, then you will get your citizenship. So there are a lot of things that needs to be explained, and who all can get the benefit. Yes, the ones who have come here from past 3, 4, 5 years, they have a certain rule who have to follow, and you would fall under that. But if you are talking about 1950s, 1971, as Mr. Atha said, that there are many people who have served in the army also, and they are sitting in the detention camp. They are trying to tell that we are a citizen of this country, but unfortunately, because of that treaty and the other things are turning bad for them. So it is the government, it's the media, and it's the lawyers. It's everyone have to sit together, explain it to everyone, and make sure that no wrong things are happening. And the genuine ones who have been staying here from past many years, not the ones who are here just for 3, 4, 5 years, who have not cleared the criteria and all, they all will be safe here. They all will get the chance to show their documents if they don't have it right now. They won't be sent in the detention camp right away. They will have the opportunity to bring all the documents in 6 months, 1 year, 2 years,
Everybody
whatever.
has documents. Everybody
Okay,
has
let's
passports.
also get a reaction
No.
from
Let me.
Mohammad Ali Shah as
No,
well.
Mr. Arthur, I would say that not everyone has have the document.
No.
The poor ones, they will always suffer because they have flood, they have other
The
problems
only thing
there.
is that they came after 1971.
All right,
So
one
that's
second.
how
One
they-
second. One second. Let me also get a.
No, they should be clear by.
No, wait, ma'am. Wait your turn, ma'am. Please wait your turn. Mohammad Ali Shah, I want you to weigh in on this. Like I already said, how is this a problem for Muslims when we already have a number of refugees? I gave you an example. It's in the last 6 years, multiple Muslims, Ahmadiyas and Shias and Sunnis from Bangladesh, Afghanistan and Pakistan have come into the country. Why is it being conflated with the CAA, Mohammad Ali Shah?
Okay, Vinny, that's a very good question. The very fact is, the CAA does not take the citizenship of any Indian from any religion. Particularly, I'm referring to Muslims, it will not take our citizenship away. It would give citizenship to persecuted minorities from Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Pakistan. Now, the atmosphere created in the year 2020 was such, in the beginning of it, that, I had served in the army. I am a patriot. Many of us are. We are willing to lay down our life for our country. Tomorrow, we were told that, God, you will no longer be an Indian. Your citizenship is going to go. And anybody, a right-thinking person who's a patriot would get agitated. How can I be not called an Indian anymore? Who's going to decide that? Right? So the very fact is, I would call it as a game of miscommunication. Miscommunication happened over there. That was,
Yes.
which was the opposition party. They took advantage of that fact and they spread a misnomer. I am saying when an educated person like me was almost on the brink of believing that, it's going to be happening. And now I know that is not the case. Now, as Athar Zia said, there is no harm if you also include other religions in that act as well. There is no harm in that. There's nothing to lose in that. You would be only be giving a citizenship to everyone. Now, because the Muslim communities from these 3 countries were not included, the impression went around, and which was taken advantage of by some designs, was that Muslims in the country are going to be having a tough time, and they're going to be deciding, and they'll be sent to detention camps and whatnot. They'll be thrown out, and all of a joke. But now we begin to understand and realize that now the second part is, I think the government should have been very communicative about it. See, आपको भड़काया जाएगा कि ऐसा सा हो रहा है, मगर ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. आप उनके भड़कावे में मत आएगा, because किसी की भी नागरिकता खतरे में नहीं है. You all are patriots. We all honor you. And trust me, had that been the case, the large-scale protests we saw all over the country, I don't think उस पैमाने पे ऐसी protest होती भी नहीं थी. It would have been, because people were concerned about their own citizenship, right? Tomorrow, if you are told, if you are in a team, a football team, a soccer team, and you're told you're no more in the team, despite you being a good player, despite you being the champion of the team, you will be agitated. Why am I not selected in the team? Who's going to decide that? That's the same example I've given over here. So I think CAA, no one should really worry about it. Much was made about it, yes, but I don't think there's much to worry for the Indian Muslims on CAA.
Taira ji, you wanted to come in? Please go ahead.
Yes, but I'm saying we know now, we are educated, we know the CAA is not going to snatch the citizenship of anybody, any
Correct.
citizen of this country, even the Muslims. But what about the illiterate, our Muslims who are living in slums, who are oppressed, marginalized? Who is going to tell them? the responsible people must come forward and tell them. No, it will not be snatched. And why Muslims are included in this? If the Muslims are also tortured or facing the hatred, they must also be given the citizenship. Under the CAA also, if you give the Christian, you give the Sikh, you give the Buddha, why not Muslims also? So at least they will feel that, there will be no fear among them. They were protesting only just because they were so scared, how we are going to produce the papers if suppose some paper are missing. People tell me, Baji, if some papers are missing, what to do? No, by CAA is not going to snatch your citizenship. तो जो रिस्पॉन्सिबल लोग हैं उन्हें आके हर जबान में बताना चाहिए. हिंदी में बताइए, हिंदी न्यूज़पेपर्स में दीजिए. इंग्लिश में तो एजुकेटेड लोग हैं, वी ऑल नो कि व्हाट इज सीएए. So this is the responsibility of the party in power, that the responsible people must come forward. Just to stop, again I will say this, rumor mongers.
But what about the politicians, Athar? How do you think they are exploiting this information? How are the politicians playing both the sides?
Yeah. Politicians, both the sides are exploiting this issue like anything. And this is very bad. CA, the intention is good that, okay, persecuted people from neighboring countries should be given citizenship and financial support. But since the Muslims are not included and there is this thing, NRC, National Register for Citizenship, people are a bit fearing that maybe in future NRC All India basis takes place and some of the people, they won't be able to show the documents. So a particular religion people who will be able to, who won't be able to show the documents, they will get the citizenship. But a particular religion who will not be able to show the documents, they won't get the, citizenship. So outside Assam, outside Assam, even 10,000 people you will not find Muslims who need or who will apply for citizenship. If in CAA Muslims are also allowed, I can say not even 2,000 Muslims outside Assam will apply for CAA. If suppose they would have been allowed. So what is my contention is that if Muslims would have been also allowed, there would not have been any harm and Assam problem would have been solved. Now 4-5 lakhs people, you can't put them in detention, you can't, dispatch them back to any place. So it is an issue. While 15 lakhs people, Hindus, who came also from Bangladesh after 1971.
All right. We've run out of time, Mr. Atruzia. And the rest of the panelists, appreciate you joining us. We take a short break on that note. Be right back.